Hello, how's everyone doing these days? It's a peaceful evening here where I reside at, and I haven't done a video in about a month. So I thought I'd take a moment to just come outside and do a quick video before I start my rosary. And you can see there's the Blessed Mother right there with the rosary I usually grab. I'm going to be doing the 54-day novena, the Fatima Crusade Rosary. And I don't know exactly where this priest resides at. I think it's in, I think it's somewhere in Rome, because I think he went to Fatima for 9 days and televised live from there. But I kind of like doing the rosary off that particular YouTube channel called Fatima Rosary Crusade, and it's because he's calm, and he does these particular prayers for individuals around the world that are going through things and so forth, and even talks to the young teenagers that request. Like the other day, I listened to a request from, I guess, 3 teenagers, and the oldest one is a 17-year-old boy, and he asked for prayers for his father to come back to the Holy Church and his mother, who is kind of fallen away from the church. And we got a lot of that going on right now. I think that's why the minuscule subscribers that I have with this channel, which at one point in time it was actually running well. I've been doing this for 2 years on the YouTube channel. I had over 70 videos before these videos, but I had a spiritual attack like no tomorrow, and I didn't get scared. I just had to take a break. Well, spiritual warfare is on again, folks. I mean, it just doesn't ever stop, does it? He's always on the prowl. But I'm going to do my rosary here after I do this one video. So, I started thinking about, I guess there's a Father Altman, and I think he's up in La Crosse, Wisconsin. He kind of reminds me of a Father Karapi. You have to look on YouTube. I mean, he tells it like it is. And a lot of people, especially bishops, they don't like what he's doing. And I think if there's a certain amount of bishops that they'll, I don't know, come down on him, but he doesn't care. But watching this video, I guess an hour or two ago, there was parishioners from all over the United States supporting him. Some from Panama City, some from California, Texas. I mean, it looked like hundreds and hundreds coming there to pray the rosary to support him. And he just tells it like it is. And a lot of people don't like to hear that. They like to, walk on the tulips, if you will, and be cautious. There's no time to be cautious, folks. I think that's why the 260 of you that are following this channel, you kind of get it. You kind of see some of the videos that I have up now. Well, there's a lot more I could put up, and I may in time. But right now, I'm kind of really concerned about what's going on with this election that's going to take place November 3rd. The crunch time, the last video. But this Father Altman, he's kind of telling it like it is too, the indwelling. You draw yourself closer and closer to God, well, you're going to be enlightened. You're going to be enlightened, and the only way that you get enlightenment is by lots of prayers, lots of fasting, receiving the Eucharist. And I haven't received the Eucharist in 3 months because I don't receive the Eucharist on my hand. I receive on my tongue, like the traditional. Now, a lot of people through the Novus Ordo, they receive Jesus on the hands. And I'm not judging you. But look, I'm telling you, I was a Protestant. I knew nothing of traditional Mass. Nothing at all. But the Lord has revealed to me about the true Mass, about the reverence and the holiness behind it. And Novus Ordo it's a simplified Protestant Mass. And it's not what Jesus is asking of us. And the mass majority, or even the young people, the teenagers are getting this. They're actually coming to the Catholic Church because of the traditional Mass. If you don't know the traditional Mass, look it up. Watch it. Watch it for the time that it goes. It's usually about an hour and a half. And you'll see the reverence behind it. You're part of the mystery on Jesus' ship, as the priest is the captain who leads his flock on the ship, like us and all the apostles on the ship, in the waters. and he's facing towards Jesus, just like Peter did when he was in the storm. He saw Jesus out on the water. He faced him. He even walked on the waters, but he did what? He took his eye off of Jesus and put it on the storm. And we're in a big storm, folks. If you haven't really realized yet, which I know you have, there's so much division. I've seen so much hatred and animalistic beatings and sadness and filth and no respect for human life, on top of the abortion, which I'm pro-life. And you know, I met up with a Protestant gentleman at Walmart, and I run into him every now and then. I met him through when I was at the base. Anyway, I said, it was nice to see you again. And he said, yeah, nice. How you doing, my friend? And I said, I'm doing good. And how about you? And he said, and I know he has a ministry on YouTube, and he has some followers that go to this local church. And you know what? He listens to the things that I relate to him as far as the saints and our Blessed Mother. Well, I don't know. I feel like maybe the Holy Spirit wanted me to enlighten him. And the reason being is because I really do like this guy. I really care for him. I really like conversing with him. And I think he was in shock and awe, because I tapped his shoulder and I said, you know what? The reason why I share all this with you, because I shared about the Blessed Mother. I said, we don't worship her. She's our intercessor. It's the hierarchy in heaven. And I told him about the holy ones on Revelation 8, how through prayers and incense, those are saints. You know, I kind of laid it a little bit thick on him, but real quick. And I said, look, you know about the book of Esther. And let me tell you what, Protestants, they do know their book. They know their book quite well. I said, you know the book of Esther, she did what? She interceded for the nation of Israel. Well, how much greater is our Blessed Mother? And it says, Luke 1, verse 48, and ye shall be called blessed for many generations. Well, that's just not from nobody. That's from God himself. I said, let me tell you one thing. You know what? I'm really going to put it out there. I said, we need you in our church. Yes, you. We need you into our church. I go, hard to believe, isn't it? I go, have you ever heard of a Catholic talk like this? He goes, frankly, no. And I said, well, do you hear the zeal? Do you hear what the Holy Spirit is? I said, do this for me. I go back to the church fathers in the 4th century and thereof. Look them up. And I guarantee you're going to find a treasure. You're going to be just blown away that you're going to be led into the true church. Because I'm telling you right now, Jesus needs holy men. He needs the holy men in his church to rise up and pray against all principalities of all darkness. That's why I started that St. Joseph of the Altar page on Facebook. It's a few YouTube videos before this. You got to look it up. That way you can click on Facebook if you want to join. But it's because men have been called with St. Joseph to march against the principalities of all darkness that's coming against his holy church. Come on, man. Tell me I'm lying. I dare you. I don't hardly get any comments, but I dare anyone to tell me I'm lying, that I'm not speaking the truth right now. I'm not judging anybody. I'm not judging you. I'm not judging anybody. It's time, folks. I mean, really, look at all of California, Oregon, Washington, all the riots and protests. Pay attention to the signs of the times, Jesus said. Don't know when, but we got to at least add to the cup of what the truth is, what's really being told from heaven. We got to ask our Blessed Mother to intercede for us, to come and help her children, to purify America. Thank you for watching The Cup of Truth, and God bless each and every one of you.